Brandon Sully here from Thurston.com, and today we're going to talk about an exercise called the alternating machine chest press. All right, for this exercise, what you're going to want is a chest press machine, and it's got to be one where the arms work unilaterally, so independently of each other. Okay, so if it's on the same track, this exercise isn't going to work. You have to find a different chest press machine. But if you got this, you're good. So with this one, it's free weight based, so I'd put the weight here on the ends. You might have a selectorized one, that's also fine. But we're gonna alternate our pressing here. So there's two ways we can primarily do this exercise. I can press them out towards in front of me, and then I can alternate by pressing single arm at a time here, always keeping reached, okay? The other option is to keep them in the dead stop position, in that big stretch position, create a big inhale, press, and then alternate back and forth between that dead stop position. Now, if you're somebody that has shoulder issues, I would recommend always being reached. This is gonna, one, feel better on your shoulders. It's also gonna make it a little more challenging, so you're probably gonna use a little less weight. And then we're gonna always have an arm reaching, which is gonna keep my backside opened up and keep me in that reached position, which can be great for shoulder mobility. It's also going to, again, keep more time under tension on your arms while you're doing the exercise. Your elbows should be locked out in this position. You don't want to keep them bent. So really try to reach, even get a little bit of serratus anterior engagement here, that muscle that comes around the rib cage. That's going to be great, again, talking about helping your shoulders. Now, the reason I would program this exercise in particular for people, that alternating fashion is also good for rib mobility. So if you're looking for a way to challenge your pressing, take the stability out of the equation because we're on tracks, right? There's no true stability here. I can alternate back and forth, build some quality muscle, and at the same time improve my rib mechanics and my shoulder mobility. So lots of great things here. If you're doing it from the dead stop position, again, you want to make sure you don't have shoulder problems, and you're going to want to lighten the load just a little bit because with that dead stop, we're always in that big stretch position, which can be great for hypertrophy. Being in that stretch position, pressing, coming back down, and alternating back and forth, and keeping that stretch position while we're generating a pump can be a great thing for hypertrophy based upon what researchers said and training in that stretch position. So I'm going to say cautious on this because if you go too heavy and you're always in this stretched position, you're going to have a hard time getting that going, and that could potentially cause some issues with your shoulder or aggravate your pec, things of that nature. So if you're doing this exercise, my recommendation is stay in general hypertrophy ranges, 6 to 12 reps per arm. I usually like to stay in that 6 to 8, 6 to 10 rep range because going back and forth, 12 on each side is a lot. But again, it will get you a good pump and it will get the things moving as well. You can also do this in a third-based option, which I don't usually do a whole lot, but you could do it as a warm-up if you wanted, is to basically have them reached, and then you're going to alternate back and forth here in a pumping-based fashion. So this is going to mimic running and different sporting events that we might do. And again, this is going to get that rib cage moving as we naturally would in gait. Again, I don't use this a whole lot because of the machine. I'm usually after more hypertrophy gains, and then I try to find a way to make it a little more quote-unquote functional, as much as I don't like that word, towards things that we need for improving shoulder mobility or things of that nature. So again, 2 to 4 sets of that 6 to 12 rep range seems to be the sweet spot from what I've found. Load up as you find desirable, and then just pick the variation that works best for you and what you're kind of looking to get out of it. Got any questions? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks. Have a great day.